Hi everyone, thanks for joining. One of the things that I noticed today in our breakout groups is that there were a lot of questions about 36 and 37, so I wanted to provide a video to make sure that everybody understood the concepts. First of all, when we are working with different types of sets and intersection and unions, it's a little bit of terminology you want to understand. Intersection is a group where two things come together, like at an intersection you have two streets that come together. And then a union is where you have one or the other. So intersection is sometimes referred to as an and question. And you'll also see the notation of an upside down U. I like to think of the upside down U that looks kind of like the N to help me remember which one is which. And then you have the union, which is an or question, this or that, which we represent with a U for union. In a general Venn diagram, we have two items that go together. So here's one, that would be all of the items in L, the set. Here's another, that's all of the items in the set I. And these sets right here, the set I contains only the numbers 0, 4, and 8. Nothing in between, it's just those four different numbers. The set I has -2, 0, 4, 6, and 7. Whenever I'm talking about the Venn diagrams, I have these overlappings because L and I have something in common. But the thing that they have in common, the and or their intersection, would be here. When I'm talking about an and, it's the thing that is in both set L and in set I. The union is whether it's something that's in set L or set I. So all of the things that are in set L are here, and all of the things that are in set I are here. So the union is all of those. I'm actually going to fill in the numbers now for L. Remember that 0 and 4 are shared between L and I. L also has 8 that's not in I. I has -2, 6, and 7. So those are the different numbers that we have included. Now when we want to answer this question to find the intersection of L and I, we would say the things that are in the center. So the number 0 and the number 4 are the two things that are in the intersection, or the two things that are shared by L and I. The union of L and I are all of the elements. They're everything in the sets L and I. So we have, I like to put them in numerical order from least to greatest. So we have -2, 0, 4, 6, 7, and 8. And any order you put them in is correct as long as you include all of the items from L and I. Now, we're going to use that notation again with the upside down U and the right side up U for the next question, 37. The C and D are sets of real numbers. Real numbers are natural numbers, they're integers, they're fractions, they're everything that's included. So on a number line, from, let's say I was going from here, this would be from the number 4 all the way to positive infinity. Those would be the numbers that are included. For the next one, set D, that would be at the number 9, everything greater than the number 9 to infinity. When they're asking us for C and D, they want to know what are the things that have both C and D. And I did not pay attention actually to the fact that these are real numbers. So in class today, when I was talking to some of you about what our answers should be, I was considering them to be integers, so I started with 10. I actually would correct myself and write something different. For C and D, the things that they have in common, well, C goes from 4 up, 5, 6, 7, everything in between 4. D goes from 9 up, or goes above 9. The things that they have in common would be from greater than 9 and on. So we would say the set X such that X is greater than 9. In class earlier today, I was saying greater than or equal to 10, but that would be if we're dealing with integers, which are just your counting numbers. But since we're dealing with real numbers, that's what I get for not reading directions. Since we're dealing with real numbers, really it's X greater than 9. But they want us to write that in interval notation. I mentioned this in class as well when I was talking to a few of you. Whenever we have less than, or equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or greater than, we have different symbols. On a graph, that's a closed circle. And in set notation, this is what you would see. And in interval notation, you would see brackets for greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and you would see parentheses for less than or greater than. And infinity always has parentheses because infinity is an idea, it's not an actual number. Okay, so writing that in set notation, our answer would be from greater than 9, so it would be a parenthesis 9 up to infinity. Earlier in class, when I was just talking about integers, we had a hard 10 all the way up to positive infinity. So I apologize for that again. Now, for the intersection, that's C or D. Now, all of D is included in C already because C goes from 4 up, and 9 up is included in that. So then our union is just going to be the entire set of C, which is the set X such that X is greater than or equal to 4, but they want us to write it in interval notation. And doing that would give a hard bracket from 4 to infinity with parentheses. So my answer would be this for the first one and this for the second one. And my answer up here would be this one and that one. Okay, I hope that cleared things up for you.